most couples need about $2,000 a week to live a comfortable retirement. 82% of Aussies retire on the pension, and 82% are on the pension by 80. And there's some pretty scary stats that have come out that the pension is not even going to be around in the next 25 to 30 years. So there is not going to be a pension in the next 25 to 30 years. So if you're looking at retiring in that period of time, how are you going to retire? So the question really is, how much do you need in retirement? So the first one is to replace your income, but then if you're not satisfied with the income that you're on and you want to do cool stuff, how much more do you need? So what are you actually going to be doing in retirement? And I can tell you, for a lot of people, if they don't even work out how to replace their income through passive income, they're going to be doing not much more than what this photo shows. You're literally going to be sitting around waiting to die. As bad as that sounds, that is going to be the reality for most people, unless you work out, or unless they work out how to replace their income and build passive income. And that is really scary. And the stats are that over the next 25 years, there is only going to be 2.7 people working for every one person in retirement. So there's no way the pension is going to stay around. So I'm going to challenge your thinking. If you haven't already replaced your income, then you need to get into gear pretty quickly. But don't just go out and think you can do it tomorrow and start making money from property. There are skills that you need to learn, because if you didn't have those skills, you would already be doing it. And if you are already making passive income and you've replaced your income, then fantastic, you're part of the elite few. But I'd love to help more people get there, whether it's through my free training or whatever. It doesn't matter. If you come up to me in 5 or 10 years' time and say, I did your free training 10 years ago, and as a result, I'm financially free, that would be fantastic. That would really make me feel really warm and fuzzy and all that stuff, but it'd probably make you feel better. So then the question again is, how much do you actually need in retirement? And I'm going to show you some stats. If you need $2,000 a week, so if you don't know what that number is, most couples need about $2,000 a week to live a comfortable retirement. If you think that's too much, then you're not really traveling much, or you can live on less than that if you're living in Bali or Indonesia, or other parts that aren't that expensive. But if you want to live in Australia and do some cool stuff, you're going to need at least $2,000 a week, which translates to around about $2 million in asset value. So $3,000 a week, you got $3 million in asset value. $4,000 a week, $4 million in asset value. So that's the asset value outside of your home. That does not include your home, because that needs to be paid off. So if you want to live in a home in Australia, a pretty average home, especially over the next 20 years, is going to be $2-3 million for an average home, especially in the capital cities, if not more. So you need your house paid off, plus you need, at least $2-4 million in net assets outside of your home. So I don't want to scare you with that, but that is the reality. So you got to gear yourself up to have that in asset value, and you can get there starting from zero. I've modeled out, and I've seen people do it over the last 5 to 10 years. Some of them quicker, some of them longer. I've seen people build up bigger asset bases than that in a very short period of time, myself included. Obviously a lot bigger than that. I've gone a lot harder than most people, but it is very much possible even for a passive investor.